To separate Egypt from the rest of Africa, they never mention that the ancient Egyptians practiced voodoo. They say the ancient Egyptians practiced black magic, but black magic is voodoo. The ancient Egyptians called this practice Heka. Heka was the practice of magic and medicine in ancient Egypt. The name Heka or Heku is actually the old Egyptian word for magic and describes the supernatural force that ancient Egyptians believed created and permeated the universe. The word Heka translates as using the Ka. In ancient Egyptian religion, Ka refers to the divine spirit that protects a person. It is an aspect of a person or God's soul and could live on after their death. Just like in ancient Egypt, among the Fun people of West Africa, voodoo means divine spirit or deity. When the Africans of the diaspora used this type of religious belief to defeat their oppressors, the opposition labeled it as evil. Although Heka and voodoo can be used with the intent to do harm, the main basis of this religious practice was to heal. In Pharaonic Egypt, Heka was an integral part of religion. As such, it is not surprising that the primary practitioners of Heka were often priests who had access to temples, palaces, libraries, and could read ancient books that contained recitations to ward off fate. Heka was not solely in the hands of ancient temple personnel. However, scorpion charmers used Heka to rid people of poison, and midwives also used it to help bring life into the world. Additionally, wise women worked in the realm of healing and used Heka to rid individuals of evil spirits. Just like in ancient Egypt, voodoo is similar in multiple ways. They have priests, temples, and midwives. An important contribution is its role in healing. Anthropologist Nicholas von Rax, who has studied voodoo roles as a healthcare system, explains how religious spaces can become therapeutic sites where the sick goes to seek help in managing illness and other misfortunes. Since Heka and voodoo is basically cut from the same cloth, one shouldn't be surprised to find voodoo dolls in ancient Egypt. The Egyptians themselves were only known to do truly bad magic against their enemies. Images of those that were believed to be threatening the divine order would be drawn on papyrus or molded out of clay. These then would be trampled, burned, and stabbed. Then the remnants would be dissolved in urine. These ceremonies also allow for any enemies to be cursed. In other words, Africans only used dark magic under harsh circumstances. At the center of the ancient Egyptian religious practice was a deity known as Heka. Heka was an omnipresent deity that kept everything in the world and the afterlife ticking. Heka is the son of the creation god Khnum and is regarded as one of the oldest ancient Egyptian gods. Stories about Heka predate the dynastic periods. Heka was not only a god, but he was also the personification of magic itself. He was the force that priests and physicians called upon during their rituals. The ancient Egyptians often depicted Heka with human features. In a number of ancient Egyptian art, this god can be seen designed royal attire, a curved beard, and oftentimes he is seen wielding a scepter that has two serpents curled around each other. From a third eye view, one can also see similarities between the god Heka and papalegba. One of the most important spirits in the Voodoo hierarchy is Legba. He is also a son of the creator god Mawu. He also serves as the intermediary between the world and the spirit world. He stands at the spiritual crossroad and gives or denies permission to speak with the spirits. Legba also carries a curved scepter and is depicted with a beard. Just like one of Heka's symbols was the Ankh, which is the key of life, one of Legba's symbols was also keys. We find many similarities between voodoo and Heka because this religious practice is as native to Africa as the trees.